Welcome back, everybody. The cat's going to disappear. Abracadabra. And the cat has disappeared. We'd like to welcome you back. It is February the 16th, 2023. It's another new guitar day. I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to let the guitar acclimate. It's 40 degrees outside, so it's not going to be a long acclimation, but just let it get used to its new home, and we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll pop this baby out. And welcome back, everybody. I believe the guitar's had time to acclimate. One can only hope. Box looks like it's in pretty good shape. This is another IYV ILS 300 EGR, which is for emerald green. This is my third one. The plan is I'll end up selling 2 of them. The sales price was just too good to resist. But beyond that, they're really nice guitars, because a bad guitar that's free is still a bad guitar. So I wouldn't buy anything for the price alone. Certainly not. I just felt that, given my experience with the previous 2, chances are fairly good that this one will be of the same quality. One can only hope. And so without further ado, we're just going to pop it out. I'm going to turn the camera off for just a minute, and I'd like to weigh the guitar, and then I'm going to go stretch it out and play it. But we're going to give it a 2-minute forensic inspection just to see if it survived its journey. Free it from its bag, which sometimes takes a few moments because these bags are sort of have a bit of friction on them. It's a very pretty. Look for the obvious suspects. No damage there. Frettings feel good. Back looks fine. You know, the typical finish flaws that one might encounter with a budget guitar, but other than that, the nut looks like it was cut well, although there's a little scuffing on it. Not to worry. Serial number. This is a 2022. And there you go. So I'm going to weigh it. I'll be right back. So it comes in at 7.6. So it's right in the middle. I have a 7-pounder, an 8-pounder, and a 7.6-pounder. So I'm going to go fire this puppy up, give it a shot, inspect it a little more, but again, unless there's some playability issue, it looks like it's going to be just fine. So we'll be back. Okay, so we're back. Played the guitar, stretched the strings, tuned it up, stretched the strings, tuned it up, played it for a half hour, and I must say that, again, we have another fine guitar for under $100. And considering the features that this guitar has, and again, I've mentioned them in the other videos, that we've got a true veneer top, planed. It does move a little bit. According to everyone, don't know if it's true or not, Alnico 5 pickups. They're not wax potted, so it gives a nice vintage sound. It wouldn't be the best choice for a high gain metal kind of sound, because then you start getting feedback issues potentially. I only found one flaw in the guitar, and it's so small you can't even see it. There's a little tiny nick up on the headstock. The other interesting thing about this particular guitar is the back of this guitar is the best of the 3. It looks like a good solid 3-piece, maybe a 4-piece, but it's just really well matched. This piece is a little on the odd. Again, there's little finish flaws. There's a little wing ding right here, but again, for the price, it wouldn't even be worth mentioning. And other than that, it just seems to be just a fine guitar. The only thing that mildly concerns me, and it shouldn't, but the bridge is almost all the way down, and the action's still a little bit high. But for me, I don't really like my action too low. But with a set neck guitar, you pretty much have to live with what you have. I guess you can do a minor truss rod adjustment to do that. But anyways, this is going to be short because, again, you already know everything about this guitar from the previous two videos. And the reason why I bought three was, again, the price was really good. But again, a free guitar that's bad is still a bad guitar. And these happen to be really good guitars. And it's, you know, the plan is to sell two of them, put them in the hands of someone else who'd like a starter Les Paul and wants to be enjoying it right out of the box instead of dealing with all kinds of stuff. I don't see any fret leveling needed. Frets are a little scratchy. You expect that from a guitar. This one's a 2022. The second one I got was a 2021, and the first one I got was a 2022. So, you know, they've been sitting in a box, sitting in warehouses. A little corrosion creeps in on the frets. A lot of people pop the strings off immediately, which I'm sure improves the tone, and polish the frets. I just sort of play the crud off the frets. That works for me. So there you go. So I'm going to end this, take the pictures of it, and it's in the book. So again, for the record, I always repeat it because I'm a repetitive kind of guy. It is February the 16th, 2023. Feels like spring outside. There's more winter on the way, as one would expect. We are still have a good strong month of winter left, and up here in Montana that can go on through March, April, and into May. So I have no expectations that winter's anywhere near done, but it is a nice break to have some just some very mild 40-degree weather. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you in our next installment of unboxing a new or sometimes a used guitar.